Hello and welcome to another video from Minus Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today, well, we're looking at something that's a little bit different. It's not altogether that old, but it has become quite collectible and is becoming more and more difficult to find, especially in this mint sealed condition. We are looking at the 2014 release by Mattel from their Batman Unlimited series of action figures and action vehicles. And this particular one we're looking at today is of Batman together with his Wolf cycle. And this is the motorbike that transforms into a wolf. Now, Batman Unlimited was a series of toys that Mattel produced. And it was obviously all based on Batman. And because of the success of the toy line, it inspired a series of 3 direct-to-video animated films. And also a web series which ran for a season. So the films it inspired was Batman Unlimited Animal Instincts, which was released in May 2015. And Gotham is plagued by a crime committed by an animal-themed villain squad, the Animalator, as they're composed of. Or as they're known as, I should say, and they're composed of Penguin, Silverback, Cheetah, Killer Croc, and Man-Bat. And Batman, Red Robin, Nightwing, Green Arrow, and the Flash must band together to stop them. And then we had Batman Unleashed Monster Mayhem, and that was released in August 2015. And it was during Halloween night in Gotham City. Scarecrow, Clayface, Silver Banshee and Solomon Grundy have hit the streets and stir up trouble. So Batman's on the trail of the city's spookiest villains, while further complicating matters, the clown prince of crime himself, none other than the Joker, is ruling over this mysterious crew of misfit criminals. So it's up to the Dark Knight to stop the gruesome gang before they unleash their digital laughter, which is a computer virus that's part of a diabolical plan to jeopardize all of Gotham City's vital technology. So in this one, you got Batman, Green Arrow, Cyborg, Nightwing, and Red Robin, again, who join forces to battle villains and save the city. And then we had Batman Unlimited Mechs vs. Mutants, and this was released in September 2016. And it's the evil scientist Mr. Freed activates his latest invention on 2 of Gotham City's most formidable criminals, which is Killer Croc and Bane. Things go from bad to worse, turning them into supersized mutant monsters. And these supervillains start bashing through the streets of Gotham City with no end in sight. And it's up to the Cape Crusader and his superhero team to save the day by putting the giant robot mechs in their place. But it's going to be an uphill battle as they face off against enormous foes, obviously because they're supersized. And then there's a web series which began airing on DC Kids YouTube channel on May the 4th, 2015. And I think Kabillion currently broadcasts a series, and this series is also available on to UBI. So yeah, 3 films and 1 web series inspired by toys. Incredible, yeah? Well, anyway, so this particular set we're looking at today is the Batman Unlimited Batman and Wolf Cycle set. And there you can see Batman and his cycle in the background there. And it says transforms, set transforms, and it says Batman and Wolf Cycle, and ages 3 and above. And you can see an image of the cycle transforming into a wolf just here. Okay, that's the front of the box. Let's turn the box around and see what we got printed on the back. Okay, so I've turned the box around. This is what we got on the back, and it says Batman Unlimited, I should say. And it says transforms, and there you can see the motorcycle with Batman on it, and all of a sudden it transforms into wolf. So there's obviously a transformer stage that you go through to convert the bike from this into this. And others in the set, so you've got Con 82, or CDN 82, CDV 93, CDV 94, and CGN 53. So I think that's Bane and his bike. There's Batman and a saber-toothed tiger by the looks of things, Batman and a rhino, and Batman and a shark, looking at the bottom there. And then it's got all the figures shown, each sold separately and subject to availability and so on. All in items and not suitable for children under 3. If I just lift the box to the bottom, we've got all the copyright and licensing information at the bottom there. Batman and related characters and elements are trademarks of DC Comics, and so on. And the Segurance sign there, Mattel logo and the barcode, and also the Batman sign, the Warner Brothers sign, and the DC Comics signs there. And also you've got the CE markings. Okay, if I just turn the box to the side, let's zoom out a little bit, and you can see it's again, you've got Batman Unlimited, Batman on the bike, on the motorcycle, and it transforms into the Wolf. And it's probably the same at the other end. Yeah, so pretty much the same at the other end. Batman Unlimited on his bike and transforms into the Wolf. Okay, so sadly, this particular, well, I say sadly, is it sad? But it is sealed, and it's not one that you can open because these sides of the boxes are all glued, so you can't actually undo it like you can with a lot of them, which are just done up by tape. These ones are glued, so you can't actually get into the packet without destroying it. So sadly, I can't do that. So we're going to have to look at the figure through the window, and there you can see Batman. And we're just going to get some sizes here, because I do like to show you the actual size. So we're looking at 10 centimeters, which is about 4 inches. So that's the height of the figure. And if we measure, let's just zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. So if we measure the width of him, then we're looking at about 5 centimeters in width. And depth wise, I think he's about 2 centimeters deep. And then of course you've got the bike, and the bike measures about 17 centimeters in length and about 7 centimeters in height. Now the instructions are in the back there, which shows you how the bike transforms from the motorbike to the Wolf. Obviously it's a fairly quick thing to do. I don't know how many movements you've got to do to change it, but you can see where the handlebars there that he holds on to, and they become the legs of the Wolf, and you can see that the wheels end up on the back there. So, but there is instructions inside it for you to transform your bike into the Wolf. And of course your Batman sits on he's designed there to sit onto the top of the bike, hold on to the handlebars, and you can ride him around on the bike. So articulation wise, it just seems to be quite articulate, this figure. So we've got movement of the head, we've got movement of the arms, we've got movement of the elbows, and it looks like we've got movement of the hands there as well. So that gives us an overall 3, 6, 7 piece articulation. The waist, of course, 8. The tops of the legs, 9. The knee joints, 10, 11, 12. And the, I don't think the feet. So you got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 points of articulation on this figure, which is very, very good for a 4-inch figure. And of course, he does look a lot like the figure from the videos, Batman Unlimited. Of course he does, because the videos were all based on this toy series. It must be quite special to have for a company to release toys and then have movie-inspired films made based on that toy line. So, I mean, Mattel had it obviously with He-Man and the Master of the Universe. That was a toy line originally, which ended up becoming one of the most successful animated kids television series of the 1980s. So yeah, and this one wasn't obviously as popular as He-Man, but again, it was the same thing, and they've done it again. It inspired a generation to create movies. Okay, so how well did these figures do back in the day? Well, yeah, I don't think they were that popular. to be perfectly honest with you. Certainly not here in the UK. I don't know how they fared in the US or anywhere else in the world, but I know over here in the UK it wasn't a hugely popular toy line. I do remember seeing them on the shelves in the toy stores, and they were on the shelves for quite some time. I mean, it's a shame really, because I think that the concept of these toys are fantastic. So obviously the figures are great with all these multiple points of articulation, and they look incredible with the Batman armor on them. It just looks absolutely amazing. And the fact that you can transform your figures, I mean, this is a time, I suppose, when Transformers had hit the movies, so Transformers were quite popular again. So they tended to tie that in with the toys that they were making, so the motorcycle transforms into a wolf. And I know there's other ones that transform as well. But so yeah, a really good toy line, and obviously inspiring the movies is it must be very, very special. But the sellability of these, yeah, I'm not overly sure that they've done particularly well. And yeah, so I do remember seeing them on shelves for quite some time before they actually sold out, and I don't remember seeing the whole sets either. So I think maybe not all of them made their way over to the UK. Okay, let's move forward 11 years to 2025, which is where we are today. Do these come up for sale very often on the platforms? Or certainly not in the UK, they don't. I did have a scout round on the platforms. I did find a few of the Batman Unlimited toys available. A lot of them available loose, don't get me wrong. There is quite a few that are available that have been played with, are being sold as loose figures and loose vehicles. But find them like this in the mint seal condition, I think I only found a couple in the UK. I didn't find another one of these, but I did find some of the other ones on the platforms. So yes, they do come up. Not very often. I'm guessing that's because it was not a hugely popular toy line, and even the movies, I don't think because they were straight to video, I don't think they really were overly that popular. I suppose they must have been popular to make 3, but I don't think they were overly as popular as what Mattel had hoped for, considering the popularity of what the He-Man was like back in the 80s. So to summarise, they do come up on the platforms, not that often, but then I guess that's all due down to volume that was produced at the time, or the way they were sold back in the, or the volume that was sold back in the day, I should say. Okay, but they are quite collectible now, and this particular one we've got as part of a shop stock room buyout that we did. We bought out a stock from a shop that was shutting down a couple of years ago. The owners had decided to retire, and there was quite a few Batman Unlimited items that were part of that shop buyout, and this is the first item that we have come to and we are making available to our customers on the MyStash website. And as of today, this particular item is available to purchase on the MyStash website, and you can get there very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Batman items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you're never able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful Batman Unlimited Batman and Wolf Cycle Transforming set with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.